papam yevashrayedasman hatvaitan ata atata inaha tasmanarha vayam hantum dartarashtran sabandhavan swajanam hi katam hatva sukina shyama madhava. Translation: sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain? O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own king's men? Anybody wants to read the shloka once, Mataji? Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Papamevashrayed asman hatvaitan atatayinaha tasman narha vayam hantum dhartarashtran sabandhavan swajanam hi katam hatva sukinasyama madhava.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Let us just read the 37-38 also, Prabhu. यद्यापियेत न पश्यन्ति लोभोपहात चेतसः कृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकं कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापत् अस्मान् निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्याद्भिर्जनार्दना. O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in kings killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? Do anybody want to read this sloka? No? Okay. Yes, Prabhu. I'll just go ahead with the explanation. So, yeah, 36. So actually, what happens is Arjuna is giving different reasons because he's not interested in fighting. So he brings up different reasons and tells Krishna, "No, I am not going to fight." And previously, from the verse 28 to 30, we saw he said the reason why he's not fighting because, like he said, like everybody is relatives, all my relatives, and he was so compassionate for that, and that is the reason he said, like, I cannot fight. And now, like from 31 to 35, he's like talking, he's putting forward logical argument in front of Krishna. He's saying like, if I kill everyone, then how will I enjoy? How will I enjoy? What am I going to enjoy? That is what he said from 31 to 35. And now he's trying to give the third reason to Krishna why he doesn't want to fight. Here he's saying, Papam eva shrayed asmar. Certainly, sins will overcome. Why is he saying that? Why is Arjuna saying that? Hatvaitan atata inaha. If I kill all these, why the sin is going to overcome? He says, like, if I kill all these aggressors, and who are all they? Tasman naraha vayam antum. So therefore we should kill all these aggressors. Who are the aggressors? He's saying Dhartarashtran Bandhavan, son of Dhritarashtra and all the other friends. And then, like, he's saying some logical reason here, saying Swajanam hi katam hatva sukina shyama madhava. What is the pleasure? What am I going to enjoy when I just do kill all these people? And then he's addressing by killing all our relatives. What am I going to enjoy here? Oh Madhava. That's what Arjuna is saying in this shloka. Let us just see this in detail, what Prabhupada gives us in the purport too. Prabhupada talks about the aggressors here. He says, according to Vedic injunction, there are 6 kinds of aggressors. One aggressors, such aggressors are what at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. So Prabhupada is talking about the 6 kind of aggressors, and he's saying like at once they have to be killed, and there is no sin going to be incurred by that. So who are the aggressors here? The first type of aggressor is a poison giver. We all know Duryodhana gave poison to Bhima, right? Like in his food, like a cake or some bhakshanam, say in the laddu or something like that. He poisoned that and gave it to Bhima. And the second type of aggressor is one who sets fire to the house. Yeah, this Gauravas did that too, right? Like what did Duryodhana do? He like it was a pastime where Duryodhana arranged a house, a complete palace which is made of wax, and he invited them to stay there, and he set a fire to the whole house, right? Whole palace. So he comes under the second category also. And the third one is one who attacks with deadly weapons. These people, this Duryodhana and his brothers, like they did from the day one to the Pandavas, these things. One who plunders riches. Yeah. Shakuni, the uncle, what did he do? He made Pandavas to play the gambling game, and then he plundered all their um, um, the Kauravas plundered all the wealth of Pandavas. And the fifth category, one who occupies another land. That is the main reason why Mahabharata happened, right? So they wanted to they wanted to forcefully take away the kingdom from Pandavas. And the last type is one who kidnaps a wife. So this is done twice. When this Kauravas forcefully disrobed Draupadi in the assembly, right? So that was done. And once more, Jayadratha, during the Vanavas, when Pandavas were in Vanavas, he tried to kidnap Draupadi also. So that was also there. So undoubtedly they come under this category, aggressors. And Prabhupada says that such aggressors are at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. This is Shastras are also telling this. When Shastras are telling that these type of aggressors have to be killed at once, but why is Arjuna saying that, oh no, I don't want to kill them, and if I kill them, like sin will occur? Why is uh, why is Arjuna saying that? Let us understand that. So injunctions are agreeing, right? Like they're saying that these aggressors have to be immediately killed, and there is no sense going to come by killing them. So this is being given by Ardhashastra. Ardhashastra deals completely with politics and sociology. But here, Arjuna is saying, like, no, if I kill, sins will incur. So Arjuna is talking from the point of Dharma Shastra. What does Dharma Shastra say? Don't kill any living entity. So Dharma Shastra says that. Artha Shastra says that these aggressors have to be killed, and there is no sin going to come. So how are we going to understand this? It is contradictory, right? Like this one says no killing, and that says yes, killing. It has to be done. No sins are coming. So and here what Prabhupada says explains is like actually Shastras, all these Shastras are written by Vyasadeva, the literary incarnation of Krishna. So these Shastras are meant for different category of people. So what happens is the people who are in the low category, who are in the low intelligence level, they need a set of, they read a set of shastras. They need that. So what happens is that set of shastras are recommended for those type of people. When they are reading that and when they are following those set of shastras, what happens is they get purified and they get elevated to the next higher level. And in that level there are other set of shastras which is prescribed, like which they can read. So shastras are of different levels for um, different stage of people. Everything has been written by Vyasadeva. So but whereas when it comes to Bhagavad Gita, that is the topmost shastra. It gives the complete higher level of understanding. It teaches us the highest goal of life. What is that? Coming out of the cycle of birth and death. So and attain the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna. So that is the highest perfection what Bhagavad Gita teaches us. That is the highest Shastra, topmost Shastras. Now, here Arjuna is following Dharma Shastra. What does he say? He say like, no, I cannot go and fight. If I fight, I'm going to kill them, and since I'm going to get that, sins are going to overcome me. So no, no, sin will occur. So I'm not going to fight. So what is that understand is like he is trying to ignore ignore the Artha Shastra. He's following Dharma Shastra. So, like it is in the higher Dharma Shastra is in a higher level of Artha Shastra. So it makes complete sense, right? It is what Arjuna says Krishna is definitely valid. Here, let us see what Prabhupada says. Yeah. A responsible man in the administrator of a state is required to be saintly. He should not be cowardly. Yeah. So Arjuna is a very saintly person. He's a very elevated soul. He's saying this not to escape from his duties. He is an administrator also, right? He's a king too, and he's very saintly. So here Prabhupada even gives an example of Lord Ramachandra. Ramachandra is a saintly person, is a very saintly king. What happened when Sita Devi is being kidnapped by Ravana? Ravana, therefore, he's an aggressor. He kidnapped Sita Devi. So, what did Rama do? He did not try to escape. He fought with Ravana and then saved Sita. Right? So, here that is the duty, and Prabhupada says that it is not like they should not escape, right? It is not like escaping. So he gives an example of Lord Rama also. In Arjuna's case, however, one should consider the special type of aggressors. Ravana is an aggressor, but when it comes to Arjuna, the aggressors whom he is dealing with, those aggressors are told by Prabhupada as special type of aggressors, namely his own grandfather, own teacher, friends, sons, grandsons, etc. Arjuna considered that rather than kill his own king's men for political reasons, it would be better to forgive them on grounds of religion and saintly behavior. That absolutely makes sense, right? Like here Arjuna is like manifesting the great saintly qualities by saying all these things. Kingdom and pleasure, like Prabhupada also says here, kingdom and pleasure derived therefrom and are not permanent. So why should he risk his life and eternal salvation by killing his own kingsmen? So Arjuna is talking from Shastras. He's following the Dharma Shastra principle. What is he saying? Like, no, if I just kill, I am going to incur sins. He's just telling all the different references from Shastras in front of a person who is the compiler of all the complete Shastra, right? Krishna is standing, he is a compiler of the all the Shastras, and here our Arjuna is telling, no, I don't want to fight, because, and he is giving the references to Krishna. uh, so that is a very nice thing which we have to understand. When the author is saying go kill, but Arjuna is saying, no, no, I don't want to kill, and he's referring to the Shastra saying that sins is going to occur in this shloka, and he's addressing Krishna very nicely. Madhava, Madhava, like the husband of goddess of fortune, Mahalakshmi, the husband of goddess of fortune. So he's indirectly telling Krishna, oh husband of fortune, why are you telling me to do this type of job? Why are you telling me to go and kill all these persons? And why are you directing me, pushing me to just like bring misfortune? Oh, the god, husband of the goddess of fortune, why are you telling me to do this to get the misfortune? So he's indirectly addressing Krishna, Madhava, and then saying this reason in front. In the next shloka, let us see what Arjuna is telling. He's elaborating. He's just like continuing his reason. The third reason, whatever he has said, sins will overcome. He's continuing that, and he's trying to argue with Krishna in an elaborated way. He's trying to convince, a sort of convincing Krishna. But like, who can convince Krishna, right? Like, yeah. So that is such a beautiful verse for us to take home some points also. So let us see what the shloka says here. Yadyapi etana pashyanti. Arjuna is saying, even if all the Kauravas are not able to see, yadyapi etana pashyanti. What are they not able to see? Lobo pahata chetaha. They are blinded of loba. And then like what are they not able to see? Kulakshaya kritam dosham, the fault of destruction, the destruction of the family, they are not able to see all those faults. Mitra drohe cha patakam, and they're not able to see the sins which are going to overcome them by killing. Katam na gneyam ashmabihi. So why we should not, when they are not able to see, they are blinded, when they are not able to see all these things, Arjuna is saying, katam nanyayam asmabihi papad asman nivartitam. Why should not we just like withdraw from these sinful activities? Kulakshaya kritam dosham prapashyabir janardanaha. So he's just saying, oh Janardana, I don't think like I should fight. Why not we just like why not we just like get back? Why not we withdraw ourselves from this? Why should we do it? They are blinded, they are not able to see, but we know that sins are going to overcome. So why not we uh, just like withdraw from this and not do it, oh Janardana? So he's trying to explain more on this same topic, saying the sins are going to overcome. Here, in the first first point itself, like we will be thinking, all these happened, right? Why did first place, why did Yudhishthira Maharaj go and sit and play the gambling, right? We will be thinking, if Yudhishthira Maharaj did not go and gamble with everyone, all these things would have not at all come. So we will be having that question in mind. But here, let us say what Prabhupada says here. A Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party, right? So definitely, like Kauravas wanted Pandavas to come and gamble with them. So a Kshatriya cannot refuse that. That's what here Prabhupada clearly explains us. Under such an obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight. Duryodhana wanted Arjuna to come and fight with him. So Arjuna cannot rejected. With such obligation, Arjuna couldn't refuse to fight because he had to be challenged by the party of Duryodhana. So, like, he wanted to take the challenge. So, Arjuna couldn't refuse when Gauravas wanted them to be challenged. So that's what it is. And Pandavas has to accept this challenge what Gauravas did, and Arjuna was not able to uh, see the evil consequences. Arjuna thought like the sins are going to overcome, and the families, there will be destructions in the families. He was able to see this, but the Kauravas were not able to uh, oversee all these things. So and that is why Arjuna is talking in an higher perspective, in the higher dharma shastra perspective, saying that they are blinded, but we are able to see, we are able to see all these things, so we should not go and fight. So that is why like he is arguing with Krishna that why should we go and fight? They are blinded, but we are not. And based on the Dharma Shastra, Arjuna is talking. He's on the higher perspective, he's saying. Here, very nice thing. What Prabhupada is telling everyone is obligation is actually binding when the effect is good. That's a very nice thing which every one of us have to understand. But when the effect is otherwise, then no one can be bound. Considering all these pros and cons, Arjuna decided not to fight. So here, what happens is for Arjuna, challenges come. Gauravas, they challenged. So the challenges come and obligations are there for him to go and fight. But what he's thinking, we are not bound to that obligation. So this is what Arjuna is trying to convince Krishna. Arjuna is in a higher perspective, Dharma Shastra perspective. As I said, all the Shastras are for different levels, or for different levels of people in a different levels. For example, we can just say, for a kindergarten kids we teach ABCDs, right? And for the first grade kids, not ABCD 1 2 3 or whatever it is, numbers. And when they come to first standard, then we can say 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So directly if we say 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, they will be they'll be confused. What is 1 first of all, and what is 3 first of all, what is plus first of all? So they don't understand. So that has to be taught first. 1 plus 3, 1 is the number, 3 is a number, those numbers have to. So that is the level. If they don't start that level and they come directly to 1 plus 3, then like their knowledge is waste, like they don't understand that. So it is the same thing. The shastras are meant for different levels of the people. Now like what Arjuna is following is Dharma Shastra, like which is in the higher perspective than the Artha Shastra. So even when the Shastras say here the aggressors have to be killed and no sins incur, but Arjuna is talking in a different level. He's able to oversee everything. He's just saying the sins will overcome, and all these things he's able to see. He's just telling Krishna, Kauravas are blinded, they are not able to see, and why not, where we are able to see, why not we stop fighting? So practically what happens is, we have to understand here, um yeah, about this obligation. We all say, we all in some of the situations when we were put, we will say, I was very much obliged to do that. I was to do that work, obliged to do that particular activity. So here That's what Arjuna says, and Prabhupada explains very clearly. The obligation can bind us. When can the obligation bind us? Only when the effect of that particular activity looks good, then the obligation can bind us. Here in Arjuna's case, the effect, he can see the effect. He says, like, they are blinded, but I am not. And he's saying the results of it, the effects of that activity. So when the effects of the activity are not good, then there is no the obligation is not binded. Like there is no uh, yeah, the obligation doesn't get binded. That is what it is. When the effect is good, then you see there is obligation, is you're bounded to that obligation. If the effect is not good, if you see that there is a negative, then you're not bounded to that obligation. That's why Arjuna says here, since the effect of the activity is not good, I am not bounded to that obligation what you have said for me. So therefore, I am not going to fight. And he's just like concluding his third reason for not fighting here in this 36, 37, 38 shlokas. And now he is going to tell the fourth reason. That is the last reason he is going to tell in the next coming shlokas. And after that, Krishna waits till he finishes the reasons, what Arjuna finishes, and then Krishna is going to take over. Let us see all these things in the coming shlokas. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, Matajis and Prabhujis. Thank you, Prabhu. Any doubts and comments, you're please welcome. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vicha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.